Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to bring you a sampling of what I've restocked our Etsy shop with. Some December daily journals or just Christmas keepsake journals. I've got some that are vintage little golden books, and I've also got some others that are just plain paper. Some are totally decked out and some are basically a semi-naked journal. So like I said, I wanted to show you a sampling, and I'll leave a link below to our Etsy shop, Beads and Brushes, so you can check out all of the journals that I've got available. I've been busy. All right, well, let's get started. We'll start with the first one, probably my favorite, Jingle Bells. I just love the vintage illustrations. I had a lot of fun playing with this one. I went ahead and put these on rings, and I had washi tape that actually looked an awful lot like the golden book spine, and I thought that would be really fun to use to just, as a reminder of how it began. And I've kept the entire little golden book intact. I left the covers exposed, and some you'll see in the pictures on the Etsy shop will show who it belonged to at the time. It adds a little bit of provenance to the book. Anyway, when I was going through my vintage Christmas books, found a date book from 1990, and conveniently the calendar works the same as for this year, so you can put your notes about all of the things that were going on for each day in the actual date and day of the week. I thought it was pretty cool that worked out that way. Anyway, there's sewing, fabrics, stamping, and like I said, the entire book is still in here intact, and it's in order, so you can still follow through in the story. This one is its 12th printing, 1981. The original copyright is 1964, but this one is from 81. And I've got all sorts of little different kinds of papers, and some from those vintage books that are from the 80s. And I've done some dyeing pages just to make it a little more fun. You can use these to put your photos, to journal memories, to put in recipes, all sorts of things. I got a bunch of little enclosures, cards, to-do lists, journaling cards, little embellishments. It's a little button embellishment and a little Tim Holtz ho 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 card. There's some vintage recipes. Tim Holtz cardstock. Some more journaling cards. Different kinds of graph papers. More of that inked paper, stamped. Oops. Another little button, gingerbread man. As you can see, there's plenty for either if you do them each year or if you carry them forward for years to come. Plenty of room for expansion. I've left lots of area where you can do add-ons. I've got a little envelope here that can be used for journaling, or you can close it up if you want to actually contain something in it. A couple other journaling cards. I've got little embellishments on the side. I forgot to show you as we were going along. I've got little jingle bells here and a little snowflake charm. And a bunch more to-do lists and note cards. And that's on there as well. It's a little to-do list. Again, some more of the vintage books. Inking. Oops. They're kind of coming out, aren't they? And another little cookie cutter charm of a tree. Little playing card. I think this is, oh yeah, Reindeer Rummy. It's very cute. And some more, it's actually another envelope that's been left open for you to, this is one of my favorite stamps. This opens out. It's not just a tuck, but it's also, you can open out and do some journaling on the flap as well. And we get to the final page, and there's also some things additional here for you to add throughout on the back cover. And the cover has been left intact. And there's the back. All right, on to the next one. This is Donald Duck. Donald Duck's Christmas Tree. This one is from, actually this one's from 91. That's still, you know, anymore they say vintage is 15 years. Well then, oh my goodness, that wasn't that long ago. But this one again is intact. There's all sorts of envelopes and journaling cards in all the pockets. And the to-do lists, those things all stay the same. They're just set up a little bit differently in each one. The charms will be different in each one. Here's a little silver tree cookie cutter. All sorts of pages for lists and things. Another little button with a little tag. And vintage papers. And there's that date book again, and I've got that set up in here for you to use. This one I did not ink the pages. I wanted to keep them cleaner so you could do what you wanted to do on these things. You could add your own, either if you wanted to keep pieces of wrapping paper from that special gift, or you could decorate them yourself with gel pens or inks. Here's a little snowflake charm, ledger paper. Ah, now I know where that clip came from. All right, well, there'll be a clip there holding those things in. And some more cards. I just want to go a little faster so this video doesn't end up being incredibly long. I just want to try to get these through these 4 if I can. Here's some more cards, and then another Reindeer Rummy card. A little bit of bling. More cards. And a jingle bell. I made sure they all worked before I attached them to the books. in with the stitching fabric on the edge of the page. And see, these are all intact as well. Now, to fit in this type of a binding, I did have to fold them a little, but I thought it was important to preserve the entire page. So, folded under, you can use them as tucks. You could put a clip there so you don't even have to glue them. And then that way you're able to open the page in case you have someone who wants to read through the story. And a whole bunch more cards and envelopes. And here's a Tim Holtz token that has on it 25. You could always put that on when it actually is the 25th. Move it from there. I tried to make things as interchangeable as possible in these. These cards, of course, can all be moved anywhere you want them. And you can use the pockets to hold photos or other memorabilia, however you prefer to have it. I just kind of put it in there as a suggestion.